like the scariest thing I could possibly be doing right now. I'm sitting here looking at a computer screen. I kind of feel like a 12-year-old girl about ready to put this all up on YouTube or something. But I felt like as I was blogging tonight, I was typing and I was trying to make things in bold and make font bigger and italicize this and put a period here for effect, and it just like wasn't getting my point across. And I was like, I have to say this with my voice. And so I felt like, all right, I'm having a pretty good hair day. Yeah, all right, I guess I can do this. Okay, not really, but it's also awkward because I don't know if anybody's laughing over there on the other side. So I just made this just in case I felt the need might arise or it's awkward and I'm like, okay, you can laugh now. So just in case, I might bring that up later. But anyways, I love talking about God's Word because it's incredible and amazing, and it is completely life-changing every single time I read it. It's just amazing. And so today I was reading in the book of Hebrews, and I have to read this verse to you. And there's actually two verses. It's in Hebrews 10. Verse 23 first says, "Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering." And then verse 24 says, "Let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works." Now, if you have kids, you'd probably think of the word provoke in a different way than it's being used in this verse. At least I did. You can see what provoking means. If you've had one kid provoke another, you know what that's all about. Or if you're married, come on, be honest, you've maybe provoked your husband a couple times here or there, and maybe he's provoked you. But normally when you think of the word provoked, you don't think of it in a positive light. So I thought it was really interesting. In this passage, it talks about provoking each other to love and provoking each other to good works. And so I wanted to encourage everybody as we're going into this weekend, whatever your schedule happens to be, really think about what this verse is talking about. What would it look like if I was going to provoke you to love somebody? It might look like you're sitting there in line at the bank. This literally happened to us this week for 22 minutes. 22 minutes. You don't even have to laugh now. Like, that's not funny. Okay, so I was sitting there and I was thinking, what in the world is taking so long? And I was with Adam, and he's like a lot more, chill and slow than I am anyways. I'm seriously like having an anxiety attack. I'm like, why aren't we moving? And he's just like, it's all right. Like, it's going to be okay. Let's just pretend this is a date here that we're having, line at the bank. Cheap date, But I thought, what would it look like if I was trying to provoke him, get him to love, get him to show good works to somebody? Wouldn't that make my life look a lot differently? And so I just wanted to challenge you this weekend as you're going into the weekend and as you're just going through all the different things that you're going through. Try to really focus on provoking somebody to love, on provoking somebody to good works. So the times where you're in a situation that you're starting to feel irritated or you're starting to feel annoyed, really take those times and think, okay, how can I provoke this person to show good works? How can I drive this person to be better? Instead of sitting there with somebody and complaining about things, instead of sitting there and talking about all the negative things that you could think about and all the horrible things that are going on all around you, really focus on like driving them and pushing them to do the right thing, to love people. Loving people can be the most rewarding thing, but it can also be the exact opposite of that. I feel like in my life, the times where I have really loved the hardest, loved just as hard as I could to people that were maybe difficult, I got like the least amount in return. I got people stabbing me in the back, or I got people walking away from my life and literally never even talking to me again out of the blue. I didn't even know they were leaving and they just left. And I thought, man, those are the ones that I was loving the most. I was trying the hardest at. And so sometimes when you're loving people, you're not always going to get a return that you're looking for. But the thing that's so amazing about the Bible and what the Bible teaches us is that God is an amazing rewarder, and he loves to reward his children. He loves it. It's what like he lives for. And I think about it from a parent's perspective. When my kids are doing the right thing and when they're really trying to make me happy and trying to please me, I love getting them things. I love buying them things because I know that rewards are going to make them even happier. And that's how God is with us, that when we are pleasing him, when we're trying to obey him, when we're helping other people around us obey him, he wants to reward us. The Bible tells us that he is a rewarder of those that diligently seek him. So if you are diligently seeking him and you're trying to find out what it is that he wants for you, and you're obeying him as hard as you can, then he promises he's going to reward you. And we have no idea what that reward is going to be. That's what's so awesome. Because literally it could be a financial reward, which I've seen in my own life. But sometimes it's not that at all. It's beyond what you could even imagine. It might be a relationship, or it might be health. We just don't know what it is. But that's how the amazing thing about God is that he is a rewarder for us. And so I just wanted to encourage you this weekend that as you're going through, just really focus on provoking each other, and provoking each other to love, provoking each other to good works, and even, being able to see, maybe be watching what God's going to do and how he's going to bless you, because it is just an amazing life when you are pleasing God, number one, when you are putting him first and when you are obeying him. And it is just an unbelievable, joyful and a peaceful life that you can have. And so I hope that has encouraged you. I hope that you're not like, this girl's crazy and I am going to unfollow her blog as soon as we get off this. So I'm hoping for like at least a few of you to be like, it's all right, it's okay that you did that weird video thing, 12-year-old girl, like you're fine. Okay, laugh now. Ha ha ha. Okay, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye.